What's going on, Clusterfuck Coalition? This is Crow's Nest Clusterfuck, and things will not be getting any better from here in terms of my quality. Of course, there are plenty of other reviewers who are better than me. I'm just saying I'm not going to improve in any way, shape, or form, and I can promise you this. With that being said, I'll be doing a Mech Mod Monday retro review. This will be part 2 in my retro review series as well. And this is the 528 Custom Skoon 24mm Rda, as well as the El Thunder mod from Viva La Cloud. And I got the Goon from www.528customs.com. And this from www.district5, capital F, the number 5, VE, X, mysterymodcompany.com. With that being said, I've had this set up since it was released, and I'm going to break it down and talk about it a little bit, as well as review Toasted Coconut Marshmallow from Pirates Mutiny. The build I'm running in here is a 5-wrap K-9 Coils Aliens, 3mm inner diameter, and they are 0.12 resistance. As you can see, it's not lacking vapor production, and the flavor is on point as well. I'll be talking about this flavor a little bit more as I progress in this video. Look at this shirt. It's like the commercial. Is your V-neck a U-neck? Well, yes it is, but at least I'm not a fucking eunuch, am I right, guys? That's a knee slapper, huh? Now, as you can see, the cotton's a bit gunky from the sweetener in this e-liquid, but the coils, that does not deter from the coils quality at all. And it's only fitting that I'd be running aliens in here from Ronnie, and these were sent to me for the purposes of this review. But I say that because the Goon was designed by 528 Customs as well as Sean Hart, who is known by as Blue Eye Goon 83. And he is not one of the he's not only an inventor but an innovator of the alien coil as well. So these aren't his aliens, but they're an alien coils, and it's only fitting that I'd be running in this RDA here. Okay, now as you can see, the deck is a clamp style, and when this was released, it was the hype back in the day. People were jumping on board to get this RDA, and as I said, I got it from the website itself when it first came out, and this is one of the first RDAs I actually learned to improve my building quality on as well, because not many people know this about me, but I started out as a coil builder. The coils are positioned about this far away from the deck. Yeah, and I do that so that it's closer to the airflow, but I also have them sitting flush to the top of the deck as well. Sitting right there to start the airflow, and right there just above the airflow. You can see them right through there. And as far as wicking goes, people say just to like not let it touch the deck, but I trim it right down to the end of the deck, so it just has a little bit of a more absorption rate. The top cap here, holy trinity of airflow holes. All circular, evenly cut. There is an option for single coil, but I've never used it. And I use it in dual coil mode, and what is done to one side is done to the other. Yeah. The tip is actually from the Cosmonaut RDA, which I also got from District 5 and Mystery Mod Company. But I took the black Delrin chuff cap off that Cosmonaut, or from that Cosmonaut package, put on the Goon, and I find it's much better in flavor as well. Yes, this is what Grim Green would call a flavor banger, and yes, this is, after all these years, it still holds up as like one of the best flavor RDs I ever used. Now for the mod. This is from the Russian company Viva La Cloud. It's the 18650L Thunder. As I said, I got this setup. Like, this setup has always been together. They've always gone hand in hand, one in one. My batteries of choice here are the Sony VTC5As, 18650, and the El Thunder mod is a white Cerakoted brass, naval brass, and it's got this prong system, which is, it really changed the way that we view constant contact, or at least I do. I'll have to apologize for me coughing every one of my videos. I smoke a lot of weed, and it's never because of the e-liquid, I promise. Brass internals, silver-plated spring with a Delrin lining, spring with a great throw, flawless. It's got the perfect amount of tension as well as throw, and brass bottom. And as you can see, I'll show you, I'm going to put this other battery back in here real quick. Batteries go in negative side up. But the way the constant contact mechanism works is like this. See, it's always making connection there. I'm gonna load up a new battery in here and talk some more about it. I want to give a huge shout out to Big Lou East Coast Review as well as the Vaping Bogan, who will probably never see this video, but they are the kings of mech mods in my opinion, and I can't do a review of this caliber without mentioning both me getting inspired to get this from both their reviews. They're both kings, and like no one can say otherwise. Those guys are badass. Yeah, that puts out like a motherfucker, and it's the best 1860 single cell device I have in my collection, and it holds up at all these years as well. And as you can see, like the painting, the fit and finish is just flawless. It's held up at all these years. This is from me dropping it, that's it. And like, I've had some pretty harsh cleaning methods to this mod sometimes, and it's still, like, the paint hasn't chipped. This is a keeper. Badass. Now onto the flavor. T.C.M, abbreviated for Toasted Coconut Marshmallow. It's like, as usual for Captain Josh's Custard bases, it's got that tart curd that has been mixed into with a thickened rich sweet cream. It's rich and decadent, very dense, and there is some sort of sweet and salty graham crust that's more detectable in like something as like Old Salt, but it's still in here as well. So yes, it's very good. And like I said, it's like Coco Lopez cream of coconut that's been mixed in with this custard, and on top of all that I just mentioned, a garnish of coconut flakes just sprinkled on top. And there is like a powdery milk or powdered sugar sweetness in there as well. And that's due from the marshmallows, which are also ooey gooey. No matter how you use this, like this likes hot builds. Like, you're gonna get every note of this flavor if you use a hot build. I couldn't do a K-9 Coils video without mentioning that these coils are still holding up flawlessly in this Voltrove 30mm version 2LE and this Odin DNA 250. And I decided to break out some vintage 3-month-old Monkey's Revenge, which is described as a banana cream caramel coconut with a splash of rum. These are 0.42, 8 wrap stags, 27, 36, and I'm maxing this watt out to 200 watt boost. And revisiting Monkey's Revenge, the caramel is very smooth and buttery. The coconut is like Coco Lopez with a garnish of coconut flakes. And the banana cream is more like a banana pudding. And it's just excellent all around. And it does even better with a good steep. Like I said, this it was the born on was 11/1, so of 2021. So yeah, that says something right there. But with all that having been said to you, much love to you all, and stay fucking mad. Make sure you follow Custard, not blowing smoke.